Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. Before we start guys, I want to wish all of you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and thank you guys. I appreciate you so much for watching the videos, for being a part of this awesome community we got right here. And to those of you who might be struggling this time of the year, just know it's all part of the process. Just be kind to yourself, one step at a time, be disciplined. 2026 is gonna be your year. Anyways guys, also I hope you noticed my Christmas or New Year's decoration. Very minimalistic, but I think it gets the job done. Anyways, the first topic we got for today is about Nick Walker. So Nick posted this photo right here. It's circling around the internet and it's really freaking impressive. Why is it so impressive? Mainly because of his midsection. Take a look at his midsection. Is this real? Did he Photoshop it? Did he use ChatGPT to make his midsection look better? No, I don't think so. I think he's finally taking things very seriously. He realized that he got to a point where adding more muscle, getting more conditioned, peaking better is not gonna make that much of a difference if his midsection is not controlled. And he's finally doing something about it. What exactly is he doing? Well, he said that what he's doing is basically some vacuum work. Not vacuuming the house, I don't think so. I think he's actually practicing the vacuums, trying to strengthen those transverse abdominis muscles, and it seems like it's working. And he's probably working on, improving the details in his abs. I don't know how much ab work did he do before, but it seems like his abs look better. At one point, his midsection looked like the abs were kind of separating in the middle. Some diastasis was forming. Now, it does not look like that at all. His abs look really symmetrical, really connected, really aesthetic as well, and the waist, even though it might be a bit wider compared to his shoulder width here in this photo at least, it looks great. It looks phenomenal. One thing that I would advise Nick to change is to stop using ChatGPT for the captions he uses for his posts. Look at his caption, like this is Nick did not write this, no way. And also you see that long dash in that last sentence. Nobody types that. I don't even know how would you type that. ChatGPT does write that. So yeah, he's definitely asking ChatGPT for motivational texts when he posts his photos. But yeah, I know it's not easy to come up with great motivational quotes every time, but I think he should try, or at least write one sentence, but still stay authentic. I mean, this is just obviously not him who is writing this. Anyways, the physique, guys. The physique looks absolutely crazy. Once again, the waist looks good. The details in the abs look great. And his conditioning at 10 weeks out is phenomenal. And that's one thing everybody is wondering right now. How will he do this year that he's actually self-coaching? My opinion is he won't pull through. He won't go until the end alone. He'll get a coach at some point. There's gonna be a couple of guys who are gonna be advising him along the way, and in the end, he's gonna let somebody else to just take the reins and to finish him off. So I don't think he's gonna do the prep alone, really. I don't know if he's doing everything by himself right now, but yeah, officially, he doesn't have a high-level coach. We'll see how this will go. Maybe he actually goes until the end and does everything himself and ends up looking great, which personally, I doubt is gonna be the case. But you guys tell me down below whatever you think. Now, we are going to be seeing more and more of these kind of posts. These Instagram pages are going to be making these comparisons. So, for example, we got this one, Nick at 11 weeks out of the Arnold Classic 2026 on the left, him currently, and also him at exactly the same time, 11 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia 2025, back when he was prepping with Kyle Wilkes, and now that he's prepping alone. Which photo looks better to you guys? Personally, yeah, I would say the left one looks much better. He looks fuller, bigger, and more conditioned, harder. Now, yeah, he competed at the Mr. Olympia, but also on the photo on the right, he competed at the Pittsburgh Pro. So he's also rebounding now the way he was last year. So yes, you would expect him to be in great condition and full and hard, but the thing is, the difference is that last year after the Pittsburgh, he actually went off. for a while. He went down to a TRT dose for a while. At least that's what Kyle says. I don't know for a fact, but at least that's what these guys are saying. He was probably taking some GH as well and the peptides and all that, but as far as gear, total milligram amount, it was just TRT. So obviously, because of that, he got a little bit softer. I'm guessing that now he is not doing that. That now he's blasting, he continued blasting after the Mr. Olympia, and he is not gonna stop until the Arnold Classic. Is that the smartest approach? Guys, I don't know. I mean, it's probably gonna yield with the craziest results, but if you talk about longevity in the sport or in life, probably not the smartest thing to do, but yeah, he has no coach now, nobody to hold him back, so he's gonna go balls to the walls, all out, and it's gonna be freaky, it's gonna be crazy for sure. Now, him looking like this right now at this point, does this mean that he's going to be at a new level of conditioning in the Arnold Classic? It could. It could. I believe it could because, in his opinion, he wasn't shredded at a Pittsburgh Pro. And you guys can disagree with that all you want. Kyle Wilkes can disagree with that as much as he wants. I can disagree with that as much as I want. Nick believes that he wasn't as shredded as he could have been. Now, if I look at his photos from Pittsburgh, I would say that that was his absolute best ever. If he was more conditioned, maybe it wouldn't be as good of a look, but could have he been leaner? Could have he been in Jose Manuel type of condition, for example? I mean, that's a synonym for conditioning today. Sure, he could have been leaner. Maybe that's what Nick wants. He wants to be as shredded as a classic guy with the muscle he has. So if that's what he wants, and he tries and does that, and does it successfully, doesn't lose the fullness, the way he did, for example, for the Arnold Classic 2023 with Matt Jensen, he was peeled, but he was flat. So if he manages to keep the fullness and also gets shredded, that's gonna be freaky. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be potentially the Arnold Classic winning package. Even though you don't like his aesthetics, that's gonna be just way too freaky, guys. Another thing about Nick Walker is you can dislike his aesthetics, you can dislike his wide waist, his varicose veins, but there is one thing that you cannot say about his physique. There is no visible oil or implants or plastic or silicone, whatever. It all looks like actual, real, thick, dense muscle. I don't know for a fact that's the case, or is he just a very good artist, but it looks like quality muscle. There is separation, there is conditioning, there is details everywhere, really. Compared to Derek Lunsford, Harry Trupan, even Andrew Jacked, probably Samson as well. I'm not saying that Samson is using SEO, but if you talk about the details, Nick has them. Maybe he doesn't have the best aesthetics, but details, quality muscle, he has that going on for days. So really, we can call this guy Nick Talker, we can say that he is reckless, we can say that he's a coach hopper, we can say that his behavior is childish and immature and all that stuff, but as far as the physique, even though it's not the most aesthetic, it's a high quality physique with a ton of muscle. And now with his mindset being, I'm not conditioned enough, I was never conditioned enough, man, we can expect something absolutely crazy for the Arnold Classic. And personally, I'm not giving up on Nick, on his physique. I still think that physique can do some serious damage at any show. Any show, guys. Whatever you think, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, the next thing we got, since we're already on the topic of SEO and plastic and PMMA and whatever, we got something really freaking funny. And it's a post from The Real Technician, or Chris Acito, in which he says, back in March, it took a very strategic carb load to be able to allow the striations to push through the fillers and plastics. Lucky, I suppose. Even Brazilian doctor was surprised. So yeah, Chris Acito is making jokes, he's being funny as usual, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not as funny if you actually believe that Derek actually used PMMA or SEO or any of that, and we do. Everybody does. So I guess his strategy is to make jokes about it and make this disappear with humor, with sarcasm. I don't think it's gonna work, guys, because me, personally, at least, I never said that Derek has PMMA in his quads, because yes, at the Arnold Classic, he did have some great separation in his quads. That's not often the case. And also you can see that his legs get much smaller and shrink down when he's flat, when he's full. They get bigger and the separation changes. At the Arnold Classic, there was a lot of good separation present. So no, I don't think there is any plastic or silicone in his quads. But I do think there might be some in his biceps, his triceps, his upper chest, his delts. I never said quads, but chest, delts, arms, maybe even abs. I can see that for sure. Lats, maybe even. In those body parts, there are no details. Quads do have details, so yeah, I believe it. I don't think he ever did anything like that in his quads. I do think he used some SEO in his quads at the beginning of his career. There are those photos, but only SEO. SEO disappears over time. It gets absorbed. It's not forever. It's similar to just using regular oil that you use for your gear. You know, it gets there and it inflames the muscle, but it disappears over time. And the same thing is with Synthol and the other SEOs. When it comes to PMMA, that thing stays forever. And I do believe that there is a possibility of Derek doing that in his chest and arms. If that's not the case, Chris Aceto will show us a photo, a video of Derek's bicep showing cross striations, a bicep split, for example, or just a separation between the biceps and the tricep, because there is none of that. Maybe he'll also show us some details in the chest. If his quads are this separated, why is his chest not showing any separation at all? Or his delts, or his arms? So yeah, Chris is making this funny, but he might be even making things even worse, because if Derek is able to have separation like that in his quads, why is there no separation in the chest, or the biceps, or the triceps, the arms, the shoulders? Why? You guys tell me. Now in the comment section of this post that Chris made, Derek is also there commenting, and he says, "Biggest troll in bodybuilding," laughing emoji. Now, there is another very interesting thing. I don't even know if I should show you these guys because, man, poor Derek, poor Derek. So, Mr. Olympia LLC just posted a photo, a couple of photos of Derek winning this year's Mr. Olympia. And the comment section is just wild, guys, wild. This is not a comment section of, I don't know, some page like who is the best bodybuilder or something like that. No, this is Mr. Olympia LLC and Flex Magazine. So the top comment says, "Everyone knows it was rigged." And it has 855 likes. The second comment with the most likes says, "The first pick is not it." And seriously, look at this freaking photo. What the hell is this? Why did they post this photo? Are they trolling Derek? What is going on? Did they actually turn on him? This is not good. Like, why would they post this photo at all, let alone first, as the first slide? He looks terrible here. For the best, the ultimate male physique, as Dorian says, this is not looking good. This is just funny. Let's look at the other comments. So, for example, this one, Kobe Bryant says, "Soft," then that green thing, I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of Derek's figure here. Joaquin Phoenix from The Gladiator says, "Thumbs down." Another guy says, "This is a joke." Another guy says, "Dorian was so right." And this gif right here of this frog, this was funny because that's exactly where my thoughts went. Another guy says the Olympia is also sabotaging him with this pic for engagement. It seems like that's why they did it. I'm guessing they just wanted more comments, more talk about his photo. Why the hell would they post this? What else would be the reason? Crazy stuff, guys, crazy stuff. The Mr. Olympia is trolling the representation of the sport. Derek Lunsford, I guess that's what they're doing. But as far as Chris Aceto, he's doing a phenomenal job. with Derek. He's bringing him the best way possible, and that's why Derek is dominating. Now, if you guys need a coach, somebody to help you bring the best out of yourself, and you don't want to hire somebody like Chris Acito who has, I don't know, 5,000 clients, and you need somebody who's going to pay more attention to you, who also has a lot of experience, has a great eye, you can DM me. Just DM me at Even Bodybuilding Coaching, whether you want to get shredded for a show, or just to get lean for the summer, for a wedding, or to bulk up, gain more muscle, get more toned, or bigger and stronger for the winter. And you need help to set up your diet, your training, somebody to guide you through the process and be there, pay attention to you, keep you accountable. Again, you can DM me. I'm very affordable, and I pay a lot of attention to my clients. I'm very quick with responses. So just DM me at Even Bodybuilding Coaching on Instagram. Anyways, as far as Derek Lunsford, honestly, guys, I think he's cooked. I think he's pretty much done. After all this stuff, are they gonna actually let him win again next year? I don't know. I would be surprised, honestly. Whatever you think, tell me down below. All right, and the last thing we got for today is going to be a quick one. So apparently, Julian Fitzgerald is supposed to be competing next year in a natural show. That's right, and that's really the question that everybody's talking about. Is he truly natural? Do I think he's natural? I mean, do I believe he could be natural? Yeah, sure. I believe it's a possibility. Like, he could be a 1%er. I mean, really, he doesn't have like some crazy level of hardness and conditioning and, you know, a 3D look. Phew, I mean, I'm not sure if he doesn't. Actually, I'm looking at this video longer and longer, and I don't know if he's really natural. I mean, I don't know. It's very difficult to believe this, but maybe I'm not completely denying the possibility. You know, maybe he is such a freak. It's not very likely, though. It's not very likely, but if he does a natural show, a drug-tested show, we'll find out next year. But if he decides to step on the gear one day, which I think he's gonna do, then we'll know. I mean, Ronnie Coleman claims to be natural until a point where he actually looked pretty crazy still, and then he blew up and became the best of all time. So maybe this is another example of those kind of genetics. We'll see. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Now, can he be a phenomenal bodybuilder? Oof, I mean, I don't know. He has super long arms, massive arms, but very long. His proportions are kind of weird, but he's very young. He's like 19, 20. So give him another 10 years. Maybe with adding muscle to right place, he can make his proportions look even better. But as far as the freak factor, he has that going on for days. However, he might be better suited for a crazy fitness freak influencer than for a competitive bodybuilder on the stage. But we'll see about that next year once he actually steps on the stage. And that is gonna do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Again, for coaching services, DM me at Even Bodybuilding Coaching. If you guys enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys enjoy your time with your family during the holidays. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.